Hello, this is a bit of a weird portion of this video. I'm from the future. I'm currently in Prague. It's my last day in Prague, but the Berlin vlog, which you are currently watching, was going to be very, very short if I did not do this little segment. Also, I forgot to end that vlog, which seems to be a bit of a habit for me. Also, Berlin was a weird place where I also just wasn't, I didn't hate it, but I also just wasn't, I didn't like it. Still had a very good time and I had nothing like go wrong in Berlin, but I just wasn't, I don't know, I just thought some of the, like, it wasn't as, not that I wanted it to be touristy, but I just found, yeah, their tourism needs some work. The Museum Island, which I did go to, was really cool. And then I also went to the Jewish Museum, which was really, really fascinating. And if you are in Berlin, I definitely recommend you go to that. That was probably my highlight of the trip. I didn't vlog video inside there just because, I don't know, I just felt weird about it. But that brings us, on another note, to this part of the video, which I was going to do a separate video on this, but yeah, this video is just going to be too short. So I'm going to talk about all of the books that I've brought, physical books that I've brought to Europe with me and what I've read so far. So I started out with only 3 books. So I grabbed Before the Coffee Gets Cold, Tales from the Cafe, so the second book, and The Dry Heart by Natalia Ginzburg. I bought these books because they're really small and they're quite compact, and these were like the books that I was only going to read, physical books, because I brought my Kindle, that I was going to read, and I wasn't going to buy any more books. However, I went to London and Edinburgh, and there's a lot of bookstores there. So I also got Natalia Ginzburg's other books, Valentino, and then The Road to the City. Again, they're very, very small, and also Natalia Ginzburg's books, they're all set in Italy. Some of them are darker than others. Actually, pretty much all of them are dark, going from their titles, but great summer reads in my opinion. And also, these books, I'm currently reading the first one. I have read this one before, but I also could not remember a single thing that happened in it, so I'm rereading it before I read this one. Gut-wrenching. Again, I don't know why, every time I'm on a holiday or sort of a vacation, I just read really sad books. And I don't know why. Like, I'm Olivia Jade on an Italian beach reading A Little Life. Not that I have read A Little Life, but I'm that vibe. The next book I got, which is actually inspired by my trip to Prague, is because it's his home. It's Franz Kafka's Metamorphosis. I've not read a single Franz Kafka book. He's obviously a very important writer, especially in the literary world. So I think it's about time I read one of his books. Also, being in Prague, there's a lot of things named after him, a lot of cafes. When I went to Prague Castle, there's this little street. I think it's called the Golden Street, the Gilded Street. But it's actually in that street is where he actually lived. And there's a little museum there for him. I didn't actually get to go in because the tour guide would not, well, she would allow me, but I would have to miss the rest of the tour. So I couldn't actually go in. So I would have liked to have purchased the book from there, but another Prague bookstore would do. Yeah, that was really cool, really fascinating. There's also like a Franz Kafka cafe as well, which I didn't go into, but I'm not that big of a fan, obviously. I've never read his books. I might hate them. Yeah, so I have been inspired. Also, I do just want to start reading classics a bit more. So what I've read so far in Europe, I have been reading finally the Caravel series by Stephanie Garber, and I'm currently on Once Upon a Broken Heart. I don't know how I feel about the Caravel series. I don't really like any of the characters except for Julian and Scarlett. And I like Evangeline, but also I've only read the first 50 pages. But Julian and Scarlett, 10 out of 10. I do not like Donatella at all. I'm so sorry, because I know she's very well loved. But if my sister put me through what Donatella put Scarlett through, I don't think I'd be speaking to her. Like, that was just outrageous what she did. I mean, it worked out for them, but gosh, the gaslighting was prevalent. I do enjoy the series. I did like it. It is very YA-ish, and I think that's my problem. And then I really wanted to get into the second series, so the series with Jax, but yeah, I don't know if I'm liking it. Also, I just don't understand the plot at all. But I'll get there. I've got a long train journey tomorrow, so I will be reading that then if I'm not editing. Yeah, I've got a lot of things to edit. I've got photos to edit, I've got TikToks to edit, I've got Reels to edit, and I've got YouTube videos to edit. Good luck to me. I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sorry for that weird little segment, but I just wanted to show you guys what I'm reading, because this is a booktube channel after all, and I felt weird not talking about books. Yeah. So again, thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't. Can't wait for you guys to see the Prague video. I'm about to start editing it. Can't wait. And yeah, goodbye. Enjoy. See ya. Why am I so bad at ending my videos? I don't know why. I'm so sorry. This is the real goodbye. Goodbye.